everyone, this is Nuala
And this is Matt.
and we're from Evolve Health Store in Enniscorthy. And today the topic of conversation is Irritable Bowel Syndrome, or IBS as some of you will know. And Irritable Bowel Syndrome is basically inflammation in the bowel region and
digestive bother of all kinds. It can have a multitude of symptoms, just starting off sometimes with just a little bit of crampy pain and discomfort, and then, as you say, alternating constipation, diarrhea.
And a very strong symptom is a pain on the right hand side travelling down into the thigh, into the inner thigh, into the groin area. And the pain can be quite severe, and lots of people mix it up with gallbladder problems. But actually, we're here to discuss perhaps the whys and the reasons for it, and then give you some practical solutions to getting rid of this irritable bowel. So over to you, Matt.
Well, I think if you're talking about causes now, you have to discuss stress as being one of the top parts of the puzzle. I always reckon that if there was no stress in the world, there'd be no irritable bowel either. I think that you can almost always say that there's a trigger somewhere with a higher than normal stress level, and then that starts the whole thing going. Even if later your stress levels go down, I do think that you'll still have to battle with the situation until you get a sort of a complete answer to it in place.
And I also think one of the main causes is food allergies, because that is the first thing that we look at, because what's going into your body can cause all sorts of irritable and irritation and inflammation in the body. So with the first thing we would say is get an allergy test, a food allergy test, and see what's going on. Keep a food diary perhaps for a while, and maybe come and have an allergy test in Evolve, or if you live somewhere else around the country, go to a good health food store. They usually have allergy testing available, or know someone who does it. And this, wheat seems to be a problem, gluten in particular. And bloatedness is another real sort of classic symptom where in the morning you have a flat stomach, and by the evening you feel as if your stomach is going to explode, and it's really uncomfortable, and the pain is quite severe. Now, for the pain, we recommend castor oil.
Oh yeah, for a really severe pain, it can be great actually.
Now not to take the castor oil, but to put the castor oil on the area, and then put a bit of cling film over that, and then a hot water bottle, and you will get relief. It's an old cure, but it's very good.
Wasn't it always that you put the castor oil on a paper towel, put that onto the skin?
And then
cling film,
I used to just, when I had it, I used to just put it direct onto the skin, because it's good for your skin anyway. You can get it in there. And organic castor oil would be better, because you're absorbing it through the skin. So,
and another little thing that has been studied as well for to have a good effect on the curious crampy pain that irritable bowel tends to throw up, and that is peppermint oil capsules. You can take it as drops, you can take it as capsules, and you can take it as a delayed release capsule as well, or tablet, and that seems to be quite effective for the majority of people, kind of like 7 out of 10.
And look, as always, if you're listening to us for a long time now, you'll know that we always say, find the cause and you'll get the cure. And we're not guaranteeing it'll be 100% cured, but if you have a few things in place, so if you know there's a big load of stress coming along, and your diet is fast food and on the run and on the go, you're going to be in trouble. It's just not enough sleep, not enough rest, too much stress. Then you're going to go for the quick food because you're too hurried, you're too stressed. You're looking for salt and sugar. You're grabbing a bag of crisps. You're eating the toasted cheese sandwich. You're gulping down your food. You're not taking your time. You're drinking too much coffee. next thing you have a huge reaction to it, or we would say you have a blow up, you know, it's up. So they're the first few things.
Yeah, and I think the other thing, you don't get to take a chance with irritable bowel rights. You don't get a day off. On the day you're feeling well, don't be careless with the foods you eat. Be very, very careful. Always keep it between the lines of the foods you know that you can tolerate. There's no point in upsetting your system for several days by just one careless meal that you think, oh, maybe I'll get away with it. But that's not a great strategy.
And sometimes now, in fairness, people think that it's a condition and they have to live with it. And then when it happens, to take lots of painkillers, and it just makes the thing worse. And you're actually starting yourself onto a road of the next part of that, which is diverticulitis, or some of those nasty bowel disorders.
Yeah, it's not good.
And you're going to allow yourself to think that somehow it has nothing to do with you, when it has everything to do with you.
Yeah.
And so we have a few lovely products here that we would definitely think will soothe and help. And then if you're going through a really stressful time, definitely give us a call, and maybe get some ashwagandha or some calm and clear, or some of the lovely soothing herbs that will help you through a stressful period and keep the cortisol down. Remember what we said before, cortisol is acidic, and acid will cause inflammation.
Yeah, and speaking of supporting your way through a stressful situation as well, the simple things there, B vitamins are really crucial as well when your stress levels are high.
Oh, yeah.
It can make such a difference to help your body to cope with it all, because sometimes you can kind of cope up here, but the body is really under pressure and is struggling. And one of the reasons why it can struggle is that it doesn't really actually have enough B vitamins from the diet, because under stress we burn vitamin B's particularly like crazy. Vitamin C as well, you're burning it at 4 and 5 times the normal rate. So your intake has to be high in order to just keep up with that.
Okay, so let's get on to the few products that we really feel that can help you. So we'll start off with one of my favourites. And in fact, this is a product that I take every day, because in the past I had irritable bowel. I never really get a bout of it anymore, thank God. But I do have a few things that I take in order to keep me right. And this is a lovely little, two products really. This is the one I take every day, sorry. I did take my fish oils.
I knew that.
So the G, it's called GI Nutra. And it has things like psyllium husks, it has digestive enzymes. It is a wonderful powder that you just put a scoop of it into a bit of liquid, a bit of milk even, whatever you want, and take that daily. And that's a very good way to keep you regular, to keep you right.
And you're soothing the lining, you're helping it to repair and replenish itself. There's L-glutamine in there, there's plenty of bacteria in there. There's such a list of lovely...
And L-glutamine is something that we would have always recommended for irritable bowel syndrome, because another name for it is leaky gut syndrome. And leaky gut is often helped greatly with L-glutamine, and L-glutamine is in that product. It is an all-in-one, and it does work. I've been taking it for years and wouldn't be without it. And for those of you who seem to be more on the constipation side, the Lepicol.
Lovely product. You're getting fibre, but gentle fibre. We can't go in with harsh fibre in an irritable bowel situation. No. We want to go with a gentle fibre, so a careful type, and that one contains psyllium husks, so it's able to do the job of cleansing and giving the bowel something to work with, but it's without being too harsh. So
and wouldn't you say that there's a lot of doctors out there now, Dr. McCall and a few of those ones that we like, and they would say that fibre is a problem in our diet, that we don't have enough of it, the right type of fibre in our diets, that we've gone away from roughage in a sense.
Sufficient quantities of good old-fashioned veg and what have you. And it certainly can be an issue, and even would say with the new some of the new diets, it's using psyllium husks to bring in the fibre component into it can make it easier to stick with.
And I think people who have irritable bowel syndrome seem to have a few things in common. They seem to like sweet things, sweet vegetables. They'll say, oh yeah, I eat my carrots and I eat sweet potatoes and I eat, they're eating more sort of sweet, soft vegetables rather than, your green spinach, your green kale, your good, raw salad every day. So we have that little tendency, us in that line, would like our sweetness, and I know me for one, I'm always looking for a bit of sweetness.
And you do of course have to follow the lines or follow your experience. If you don't digest kale very well, there's no point.
There's no point in
your head off a stone wall here and trying to make yourself like it. If it doesn't work for you and for your digestive system, and it's a little bit more difficult to digest, then you'll have to just either keep it to a very small amount and slowly maybe build a tolerance to it, or you just avoid it for the moment until you get the bigger overall picture working for you.
Well, we have another couple of products here, aloe vera gel, and this Puka one I like because it's organic. I really like organic products, and this is very good. It's in a glass bottle and it tastes, aloe vera is a very good thing to take for your insides. It's a soothing liquid and you get great benefits from it. Even your skin glows after taking it for a while. And with that then we have the lining, as Matt talked about, the lining of the stomach.
So the lining of the stomach and the upper intestine, particularly maybe if we combine the likes of the aloe vera and some slippery elm powder, it can be a great combination for quick relief. Even because sometimes if you suspect maybe it's an ulcer, it's quite high up under the rib cage, that you're feeling tenderness is starting there already, well then the combination of those two, the aloe vera, slippery elm, is a lovely combination.
Excellent, and
very fast acting.
Fast acting. Doesn't taste great, but really the effects of it are great. And the other thing I'd say, if you're having that ulcery feeling, coffee and tea will always irritate it. You will always have that raw burning feeling when you drink your coffee or your tea, because they're acidic drinks. So avoid them and go with your herbal teas. And I think it's an absolute must that everybody that has irritable bowel syndrome take a digestive enzyme with every meal. One digestive enzyme with every meal. And this particular one I like, it's a food-based one, and again, because you have digestive problems, you should go with food-based supplements because they will really help.
Indeed, and another one that I think would be a good foundational product for anybody would be friendly bacteria, a good probiotic.
Absolutely essential.
It's a no-brainer.
You can get Matt's good bacteria and that will be wonderful, and it's only one a day and you get 50 billion good bacteria. And a lot of people who have ulcers and digestive disorders will swear by Matt's probiotic. Little advertisement for him there, but I can't help it. We don't really sell anything we don't believe in, so you can say that's an authentic advertisement. And last one, would you like to talk about this one?
And I suppose it's a nice, almost likely you could say old-fashioned remedy, and that's using the Floridix elixir. So it's artichoke, it's dandelion, it's turmeric. It's a kind of a pro-digestive, so it's encouraging your digestive function to be that little bit stronger and more capable of breaking down the food. And then it's just got the soothing elements in there then as well. For instance, the turmeric is in there, and so it's kind of nicely
Great for your
tailored.
liver as well.
Yeah, it's kind of
Artichoke
doing
is brilliant
everything.
for your liver.
Yeah, lovely
Yeah.
little digestive tonic and all rounder, encompassing a lot. And sometimes you just have to play around with a few different things to find the one that really addresses the issue for yourself the best.
I had a lady who took that and she found that she lost loads of weight on it.
Fascinating.
And
yeah.
she didn't do anything else, she said.
Right.
But she noticed that her metabolism seemed to improve. So
yeah, you'd expected the artichoke would be responsible probably for that.
yeah, because it does stimulate the liver.
Yeah.
I think now we've covered all our products that we recommend, but we do really recommend getting a body scan or an allergy test to see what's really going on, and to avoid letting it get out of hand and be something that is driving your life a bit haywire. So until next time, cheerio and have a lovely weekend.
See you soon.